I'm here in the north of Norway, in Tromsø, to find the Northern Lights. For that reason, I've programmed a small web application that shows me where I can find the Northern Lights. I will show you some impressions of Norway and give you 5 tips that will help you on your programming journey with your next programming projects. And here comes the first tip. Choose a project on a topic that you personally enjoy. I wanted to start a small project that I could actually use in Norway. And since seeing the Northern Lights was still on my bucket list, I thought, why not build an app that shows me the best place to see them? It's super simple, a bit of HTML, CSS, JavaScript and an API for weather and solar storm data. And I had my own tool. Nothing is more motivating than working on something that truly interests you. Whether it's a small game, a to-do list or a website for your next vacation photos, a personal project gives you a clear goal and makes learning, especially applying your skills, much more exciting. Here's how the web app works. It pulls data from an API that provides solar storm and weather information. From this data, it calculates a heat map for the Northern Lights. You don't have to reinvent everything from scratch. Use existing projects, code examples or APIs and build small projects. And now comes tip number 2. You don't have to program everything from scratch. APIs give you access to data you can use. For example, I can retrieve the weather for a location and plan my trip accordingly. I'll link the APIs for weather data in the video description below. But enough of that, let's head to the snowmobiles. Unfortunately, we were not successful today. We had almost 100% cloud cover, so no Northern Lights for today. Unfortunately, I didn't consider the cloud cover in my initial website planning. To fix this, I also used an API to access weather data and retrieve the cloud coverage. At first, it didn't work because I made a mistake when fetching the data. After a quick fix, I adjusted it to show the values for the evening and night, the best times to see the Northern Lights. As a result, I added an extra function to the web app. Now I can also display the cloud density for specific hours. You can see that the next day might offer slightly better visibility. And here comes my third tip. Mistakes are allowed and even important. Many beginners think they need to write perfect code immediately, but mistakes are a natural part of the learning process and even happen to the best developers. Bugs and error messages aren't obstacles, they are valuable clues on what needs to be improved. Instead of getting frustrated, use mistakes as an opportunity to better understand the code. Learn how to systematically debug problems and develop error tolerance, because every fixed mistake takes you one step further. Unfortunately, we didn't see the Northern Lights at our first try. The conditions were very bad. The cloud coverage was about 100% and you didn't see the stars, which is a very important condition to see the Northern Lights. We will try it tomorrow. Tonight we try again to see the Northern Lights. The conditions are very good. The cloud cover is about 0%. The sky is very clear. You can see the stars. And the temperature is about -10 degrees Celsius, so maybe we see the Northern Lights. Today we experienced a completely different side of Norway, the Sami culture and their traditional reindeer herding. It was a fascinating experience, but of course another attempt to see the Northern Lights was a must. This time our chances were a bit better. The cloud cover was relatively low during the night, but only far inland. So we crossed the Finnish border and we saw the Northern Lights. What a natural spectacle. You can even see them with the naked eye when the conditions are right. And here comes tip number 4. Break your project into small steps. A large project can quickly feel overwhelming. That's why you should break it down into small, manageable tasks. Instead of saying I'm building a complete app, start with a core function. For example, display weather data or create a basic heat map. This way you stay motivated because you can see constant progress. Every small feature you add gives you a sense of accomplishment. Just like with my web app. First I added the Northern Lights data, then the weather data, and finally the cloud coverage, step by step. After so many activities, a relaxing day was needed. Today we went to dog sledding through the beautiful landscape, an absolute highlight. Tip number 5. Consistency. Consistency is the key to success. It's better to code for 30 minutes every day than 5 hours once a week. This way you reinforce your knowledge, stay in the flow and don't lose track. If you take a break, it can be hard to get back into it. I noticed this myself. After a longer break, I had to relearn many concepts. Since then, I try to solve a small coding challenge or work on a project every day. It keeps my knowledge fresh and my motivation high. To wrap things up, here is a bonus tip. Don't give up when things get tough. There will be days when you are frustrated and feel like you understand nothing at all. That's totally normal. There will be moments when you think, I don't get it at all. That's part of the process. Coding is like a puzzle. Sometimes you're missing a few pieces, but the longer you stick with it, the clearer the picture becomes. Remember how far you have come and celebrate your progress, no matter how small. Every bug you fix and every new feature you build takes you one step further. So don't give up, you've got this.